A cake work, right? A cake is also a kind of precious stone, especially found in the valley areas of the rivers. You might have seen some of the ornaments and are studied with such kind of precious stones. Chiefly, the chalcedonic mixed with the silica blue or a white stones are called a cake. So, in the exam, you may get a question that what is a cake. So, you have to write chiefly chalcedonic mixed with the silica blue or a white stones are called a cake. The carnelian is the main stone with the semi-transparent quality and the beautiful red in color. The different kind of cake stones I have pasted here for your better understanding. In Gujarat, various precious stones are available in a big and small size at a Ranpur and Surat also. All these stones are sent to Khambat to mold into various beautiful ornaments with the various designs. Normally, the ornaments made with the help of cake stones are mostly worn by the women, but even nowadays the modern jewelries are also available for male also. Beads and garlands of stones are prepared by them. The jewelries which are there at the top of the slide in the right side corner image, such kind of ornaments are prepared in a modern style, and these are normally worn by the woman. Moving further, painting. As we have discussed the different art form, the painting is also the foremost one and one of the old art also. The painting is an art which can be expressed through the lines and the colors. Yes, while drawing or painting, the painter uses a different kind of colors and the different strokes और लाइंस विच ही ड्रॉज. पेंटर जब कोई पेंटिंग बना रहा है तो उसके जो लाइन के जो स्ट्रोक्स होते हैं, है ना, डिफरेंट कलर कॉम्बिनेशंस जो होते हैं, उसके थ्रू वो एक पर्टिकुलर इमेज में एक लाइफ प्रेडिक्ट करवाते हैं. एंड द एम ऑफ दिस आर्ट इज टू एक्सप्रेस द इमोशन. while painting, painter expresses his emotion by imitating the animate and inanimate object. Animate means a live object and inanimate means non-living object of the nature through the lines and the color. So painting is a kind of unique art, है ना, in which the artist tries to express his emotions, his feeling, his love, है ना, his affections towards the other. And this affection or painting can be performed by keeping the animate means living object or non-living object in a center. We have the evidence of Indian art of painting from the remains of the 5000 years old Harappan culture. So we can say that Indians have developed the mastery of painting way back 5000 years ago. Various models of painting have been found out many times by the archaeological department during the excavation work. This excavation work, whenever take place, they found lots of such kind of painting samples, or models at a different time at a different places. The images which are pasted here, these are the paintings drawn on the walls of the Bhimbetka caves, है ना. We have traces the pictures of animals and the birds in the cave painting of the primitive man of the Stone Age at the Bhimbetka, which is there in Madhya Pradesh. So these pictures are thousands of years old. Then too, even today it resembles like they are drawn just few days before. That much they are yet live and fresh, and even the colors are as it is, yet they have not faded much. People used to draw the geometrical designs and the sketches. Elephant, rhinoceros, deers are the notable among them. Why? Because these were the animals which were around them, and that's why they used to draw them in the paintings. Ajanta Ellora are incomparable specimens of such paintings. Like the second image is also given in your textbooks. Other images I have taken in order to give you the better idea that other paintings are also there in Ajanta Ellora caves. Drawing of the sketches of swastik in the morning, you might have seen your mother at the entrance of the door puts the swastik with the help of kumkum. Pictures. Ganesha at the time of festival and celebration is an old tradition in India. You might have seen at the time of wedding, the Ganesh Sthapana is done in the house. So people used to draw the image of the Ganesha on the wall piece or the entrance of the door. Rangoli making, especially at the time of Diwali or at a time of good occasion, the people of India draws the rangoli outside the entrance. So these are the also part of painting only that has developed over the period of time, and now it is one of the important part of our occasion, festivals and tradition. Now moving to the fine arts. Till now we have discussed about the handicraft, or you can say art, which people used to perform with the hands of their art and their intellectual ability. Now we will discuss about the fine arts, that includes the music and different dance form. Singing, playing, dancing and performing role of a different characters are a unique features of Indians, and that also helps to get entertainment. And because of that, the people in the olden days, Ramayanas and Mahabharata also used to perform lots of dramas. So from that only the music and dance form evolved. So let's discuss about them. Indian music is unique in the world from the point of view of tune, rhymes and harmony, and so it is different from the music of the other countries of the world. The music and fine arts whatever have developed in India is having a very strong foundation, and it reflects our daily routine life. Samveda, one of the four Veda, is considered to be associated with the music, and Richas of Samveda are sung with the tune and rhymes of the music, and that is very important part. The question can be asked in exam that which Veda is associated with the music. So you can say that a Samveda. Samveda is also called as a Gangotri of a music, that we will discuss and learn in upcoming chapters. Music involves both singing and playing, as you can sing also and at the same time you can perform also. Sa, re, ga, ma, pa, ta, ni, sa, sa re ga ma pa da ni sa. Right? These are the 7 vowels of music through which only the entire music gets created. All the songs which are sang are first of all set on these 7 vowels of a music, and then it gets converted into a song. So sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, and sa again. So Indian music can be divided mainly into two parts, and those two are classical music and folk music. Over the period of time, we have five main ragas in classical music also, and those five ragas are Shri, Deepak, Hindol, Megh, and Bhairavi. It is believed normally that all these ragas naturally came out of the Panchmukh of Lord Shiva. So you can say that the Shiva is the creator of these different rags, है ना, on the basis of which nowadays the different musics are performed. Sangeet Makrand, Sangeet Ratnakar, and Sangeet Parijat. Now, these all three we will discuss little bit in detail one after the another. So let's begin first of all with the Sangeet Makrand. A music scholar Narad, है ना, you might have seen in a different mythological serial Narayan Narayan. So that Narad, है ना. So a scholar Narad who had written Sangeet Makrand in about 900 BC. Okay, so it is one of the oldest literature, and it describes around 19 venas and 101 rhymes which are useful even today. Sangeet Ratnakar. Okay, the writer of this text was Pandit Sarang Dev. Who was the writer of the Sangeet Ratnakar? Pandit Sarang Dev. He lived in Daulatabad, which is called as a Devgiri, but that was an old name. Now it is called as a Daulatabad. So he was familiar with the South and Northern Indian music. Pandit Vishnu Narayan Bhatkhande considers Sangeet Ratnakar as the most authentic book on music, through which the modern music followers are learning a lot. Sangeet Ratnakar is believed to be unique in understanding all the aspects of music. अगर संगीत रत्नाकर का फॉलो हो रहा है, so a person who is learning the music can learn the music and different aspects of the music in very depth and very easily too. So it is one of the unique work. Sangeet Parijat. Sangeet Parijat is a very important book on a music, the another creation. Pandit Ahobale had written this text in 1665 on a northern Hindustani music, means that music which was very much in a fame in the northern part of India. He had noted one important characteristics feature of all the ragas, saying that these rags have their own individual identity and characteristics too. He has described 29 types of tunes by combining the different ragas. See students, these all questions that Sangeet Makrand, Sangeet Ratnakar and Sangeet Parijat can be asked in exam for 1 or 2 marks. So for that you have to write the answer as it is given here in a slide and a point wise. During the time of Alauddin Khilji, talented Amir Khusro, he was very famous for his music. Due to his contribution in the field of music, especially poetry, and he was known as Tutiye-Hind, that means parrot of India, Indian history. So Amir Khusro, the officer in the Alauddin Khilji's court, he is considered as a parrot of India because of his unique contribution in the field of music and poetry. Most of the part of this lesson you have to take as a information, and the related images I have pasted in order to give you a better understanding. Bhakti movement that started in India in the 15th and 16th century, means what is real bhakti of a god, how an ordinary man can worship the god in a simple manner. So that movement started in India in a 15th and 16th century, and after that lots of sant came in a society who also contributed to a great extent in the field of music with their poem and different contribution. Bhakti Sangeet of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who established the Vaishnav Panth, Kabir Ji, Tulsidas, Mirabai, who was worshipping the Lord Krishna, Narsi Mehta, he also used to worship Lord Krishna. So they were very famous. The disciples of Swami Haridas, Beju Bawra, Tansen, and duet girl Tanariri are considered as a rare jewel of music of the 15th century. So these are all the masters who contributed to a great extent into the music of Indian history. And they are considered as a jewel of the 15th century Bhakti movement. Now we will discuss about the performing art. So as we have discussed in the beginning that fine arts can be played or can be sung also. So now we will discuss about the playing art of fine arts, and that is dance. We have the understanding of the word nritya, that is normally considered as Gujarati word, but actually it is derived from the original Sanskrit word nrit, which means dance. Dance is one of the medium of realizing the beauty with the help of tal, that is rhyme, and laya, that is a harmony, for the realization of the aesthetic joy. So whenever person performs any dance on proper tal and with the help of proper lay, anybody can enjoy that performance. Shiva, the originator of the dance, is the lord of dance. Is also, that is why called as a Nataraj, that we have discussed in chapter 5 also. And here in the clip, the Shiva, the dance what he is performing, that is a Tandava, that is considered as a first dance also. He was the first to bring down the music from the heaven to the earth to teach this art of dance to the people like you and me, so that we can consider it is a part of Indian mythology that Lord Shiva was the first to bring the music and dance from the heaven to the earth. India over the period of time have developed wide varieties of the traditional classical dances, and that includes the Bharatnatyam, Kuchipudi, Kathak, Kathakali, Odissi and Manipuri. Few of them we will discuss now in very depth. Bharatnatyam. It is also one of the kind of dance form. The origin of Bharatnatyam is in Tanjore, a district in Tamil Nadu. Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni and Abhinav Darpan by Nandikeshwar is a great contribution in the field of Bharatnatyam. Gopi Krishna, Niralini Sarabhai, modern actress of Indian Bollywood, that is Vaijayanti Mala, Hema Malini, are a good performers of the Bharatnatyam. Because of their unique contribution in the field of Bharatnatyam, India has got a very remarkable place in the entire world. Now Kuchipudi. Kuchipudi is a dance style that was created in the 15th century. It is mostly based on the descriptions of woman's beauty and different poses and gestures performed by male and female dancers, and they are woven in a foundation of this dance. Here in a side GIF clip, you can see that the lady is performing a different postures, and that is those postures have certain unique meanings that can be understood by only those people who have a basic understanding of the Kuchipudi. Okay, and that can give a lot of joy and entertainment. Kuchipudi is very much famous in Andhra Pradesh, These are the basic question can be asked in objective type. Guru Prahlad Sharma, Raja Reddy, Shobha Naidu. These are the people who have developed the masteries in the Kuchipudi and given a fame to India in the entire world. Now Kathakali. It is also a kind of dance form, specially includes lots of facial expressions, है ना, and which have different meanings. The style of dance is very famous in Kerala. The word Kathakali has been derived from the dramas based on ancient epic Ramayana and Mahabharata and mixed drama of Sanskrit and Malayalam. So during these kind of performance, the character has to wear a beautiful plated attires. है ना? See the combinations. Very colorful attire the dancer or the performer have worn. है ना? And then they come in front of a people. We have to read their facial expression, that what they want to say, what they want to express, to recognize the characteristics of the character. Poet of Kerala, Shiv Vallathod, that is founded Kalamandal, Kathakali or a Kalamandalam, and the Krishna Prasad, who is given here in a right side image, and he was also an artist of a Kuchipudi, have earned a great fame in nations and the worldwide by their art form, Kathak dance. In line, Kathan करे so Kathak kahave, है ना? From that sentence, the word Kathak came into the picture. Kathan करे means who want to express something with his dance, and that's why it is called as a Kathak. It is observed that it has developed with the Shrungar Bhakti of a Vaishnav community. In this style of dance, the dancer turns around on a one leg and shows the references of the dance, as the lady is performing here in the side image. Women wear narrow trouser and frilled frock attires, as she has worn here. This style of dance has been kept alive by Pandit Sri Briju Maharaj, Sitara Devi, Kumudini, Lakya, etc. And because of that, it is very much famous in entire India and also in the entire world. Manipuri dance. As the name indicates, the dance is very much famous in Manipur, which is located in the eastern side of India. The people of Manipur perform these dance on every occasion and festivals. This dance style is chiefly based on a Ras Leela and Bal Leela of Lord Krishna. Manipur dance is of two types, Lasya and Tandav. Lasya slow form and Tandav little bit fast and aggressive dance form. The plated green color petticoat is known as kumin. In a dance, the lady in a center has worn a kind of open round shape petticoat that is called as a kumin. And mostly at the time of performing Manipuri art, they have to wear these. At the time, silk blouse and a belt are put on around the waist. Guru Amobi Singh, Atomobi Singh, Guru Bipin Sinha, Naina Zaveri, Nirmal Mehta, etc. with their art of Manipuri dance form have gained a fame in India and also in the entire world. Presenting sanskar with the entertainment is unique feature of Indian dramatic art. Dramatic art means to present your thoughts, views and ideas with the help of performing drama. Okay? ड्रामा के थ्रू आप अपने बारे में अपनी सोच, अपने आइडियाज और different sanskar or values when you present in front of others, that can be considered as a dramatic art, and it is one of the ancient art performed in India. Apart from these, anchor and funny pairs of clowns entertains the audience. Simultaneously, with the main concentration on the art part. There are other characters too who sometimes performs the funny part. Even the anchor also gives some sorts of mimicry and helps to get entertain the audience. Natya Shastra by Bharat Muni is well known in the field of dramatic art. He is considered to be a first person who performed the or who wrote the book on a dramatic art, that is Natya Shastram. Dramatic art, writing of drama and performance of the drama along with the audio visual aids, that means this trio, that means performance, at the same time we'll able to listen and at the same time we'll able to see. So this trio of performance, audio and visual helps the capacity to entertain the people of all the age group. That means with the help of dramatic art you can entertain the people of any age, the child with the age of 10 or 12 years, the youth or even the elder one also can be entertained with the help of beautiful dramatic art. Describing Bharat Muni says, there is no book, there is no sculpture and there is no knowledge and there is no need which is lacking in the dramatic art. That means a drama is a complete package for the entertainment. There is nothing which lacks in a dramatic performance which is planned in a unique way. So in order to describe the drama as a unique art, Bharat Muni has said this statement that there is no book, there is no sculpture and there is no knowledge, there is no deed which is lacking in the dramatic art. The question can be asked in exam, है ना? What statement has been given by Bharat Muni describing the dramatic art? So you have to write this statement. Moving further, the first drama of Bharat Muni was Dev Asur Sangram. Either you can say Devasur Sangram. It is made of two words, Dev Asur. Dev means God and Asur means those are a Rakshas part. So Sangram means युद्ध. तो देव और असुरों के बीच में जो युद्ध हुआ उसके बारे में उन्होंने एक पहला ड्रामा लिखा था. Later on, in Sanskrit literature, we have various well-renowned dramatists, and Bhas is the poet of poets. Among them, he had beneath us drama like Karnabhar, right? Karnabhar actually is in Sanskrit, it is considered as a Karnabharam. You might be following Mahabharat, and in that you might have heard about the Karna, right? Actually, the first son of Mata Kunti and god Surya. With the help of that, they got a gifted child, and that was Karna. So in the Karnabhar, Bhas has given the idea that describes the mental pain of Karna on the previous day of the Kurukshetra war. महाभारत में जो कर्ण का पात्र है उनके बारे में भास पोएट ने एक किताब लिखी और उसका नाम दिया गया कर्णभार, जिसमें यह बताया गया है कि कुरुक्षेत्र की युद्ध के पहले, या ऐसा कह सकते हो कुरुक्षेत्र के युद्ध के एक दिन पहले कर्ण किस टाइप के मेंटल पेन में था, किस टाइप के मेंटल ट्रॉमा में था. क्यों? क्योंकि वो अपने अस्तित्व के लिए भी लड़ाई लड़ रहा था और अपने अधिकारों के लिए भी. So that is all are described in a Karnabhar. Then the another is Urubhanga, right? It is also a one act play. An individual can play this performance. In Urubhanga, the Bhas has given idea about the moment of Gada Parva. Gada, you know, है ना, which Hanuman is carrying, Bhima is carrying, and in a Mahabharata, the Duryodhana is also having the weapon as a Gada. So, in the Kurukshetra war, when it was at the end, there is a fight between Bhim and Duryodhan. That particular moment is described here in a Urubhanga, when you might be aware, while fighting, Bhim breaks the law of a Gada Parva. गदा युद्ध के जो नियम है उसका उल्लंघन करते हुए, उस रूल्स को तोड़ते हुए भीम दुर्योधन की अपर थाई पे हिट करता है, राइट. एंड दैट वाज अगेंस्ट द रूल, क्योंकि गदा युद्ध में कमर के नीचे किसी भी हिस्से पर वार करना अलाउड नहीं है. बट देन टू as per the direction of Lord Krishna, beam hits the Duryodhan on a upper thigh part. So तब जाकर फिर जो दुर्योधन को पीड़ा होती है, फिर कृष्ण भगवान के जो बड़े भाई थे बलराम, वो जो इस बात का अपोज करते हैं, ये पूरे इवेंट को भास जी ने उर्भंगा में डिस्क्राइब किया हुआ है. ओके, सी दिस आइडिया आई एम गिविंग अबाउट डिफरेंट लिटरेचर टू जस्ट गिव यू अ गुड हिंट. ओके, दैट detailed question will not be asked on these things. Then dut vakyam, dut means two and vakyam means discussion. दो लोगों के बीच में हुआ discussion and the two people who were involved in the दूत वाक्यम were Lord Krishna and दुर्योधन. शायद अगर आप महाभारत देख रहे हो तो आपको ये पता होगा कि कुरुक्षेत्र की लड़ाई शुरू होने के एक बार पहले फाइनली कृष्ण भगवान कौरव के पास युद्ध को यानी लड़ाई को रोकने का एक प्रपोजल लेकर जाते हैं एज अ दूत, है ना, कि एज अ मैसेंजर, एंड ही इज अ मैसेंजर ऑफ होम, युधिष्ठिर. ओके, सो ही इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग द पांडवा इन फ्रंट ऑफ कौरवा एज अ दूत. तो वो एक दूत के रूप में कौरव के पास जाते हैं ताकि लड़ाई को वो टाल पाए. उस समय लॉर्ड कृष्णा और दुर्योधन के बीच में जो भी वाद संवाद हुआ, जो भी डिस्कशन हुआ है, जो भी डिबेट हुई है, उसके बारे में भास जी ने दूत वाक्य में लिखा है. सो ऑल दीज बुक्स वट एवर भास एज रिटन इज टेकन एज अ इवेंट फ्रॉम महाभारत एंड दैट इज कर्णभार, उर्भंगा एंड दूत वाक्यम. लेट्स मूव ऑन फर्दर. कालिदास, द फोरमोस्ट पोएट, गिफ्टेड अस लाइक अभिज्ञान शकुंतलम. Right now Abhigyan Sakuntalam is a book, you can say, उसमें राजा दुष्यंत और शकुंतला, ठीक है, एक कैरेक्टर है, उसके बीच में जो परस्पर प्रेम था, फिर वो एक दूसरे से जो अलग हुए, फिर वो एक दूसरे से मिले, इन सभी के बारे में बहुत ब्यूटीफुली इलाबोरेट किया हुआ है. एंड इट इज हैविंग अ 7 पार्ट. द बुक नेक्स्ट वन इज विक्रमोर्वशीयम. राइट, इट इज ऑल्सो वन ऑफ द एंशंट लिटरेचर, जिसमें राजा पुरुरवा और स्वर्ग की एक अप्सरा थी उर्वशी, उनके बिछड़ने और मिलन के बारे में बहुत प्यार भरी तरीके से इलाबोरेशन किया गया है, एंड विच इज गिवन इन अ विक्रमोर्वशीयम. फिर नाम है मालविका अग्निमित्रम. ठीक है, उसके बारे में ज्यादा डिटेलिंग यहां पर अवेलेबल नहीं है. सो दीज आर द literature written by Kavi Kalidas. In exam, you may get a question for 1 mark. Which are the literatures given by Kalidas or Abbas? So you have to give all these names. Apart from above, many dramatists came and enriched the dramatic art of Sanskrit literature, which on after the period of time, बहुत से समय के बाद ये सभी बड़ी बड़ी किताबों का डिफरेंट रीजनल लैंग्वेज में ट्रांसलेशन भी हुआ. Jaishankar Sundari. The name of Jaishankar Sundari is the foremost in the dramatic art of Gujarati. He is a well-renowned name in the field of Gujarati drama. Besides him, Amrut Nayak, Bapulal Nayak, Dina Patkak, Jashwant Thakar, Upendra Trivedi, Praveen Joshi, Deepak Ghiwala are the other remarkable playwrights who given their extraordinary contribution in the dramatic art of Gujarati literature. There is a greater contribution of the regional and other drama institutions in this field also. Next, Bhavai. You might have heard this name, but the modern generation is hardly aware about these things, and that is why, in order to give you the better idea of rich cultural Indian heritage, the traditional values, these all chapters are included in your 10th standard syllabus. So you must be aware about your regional culture, your national culture, and you should feel proud that we belong to the India which is having a very vast and depth cultural heritage. One of them is Bhavai. It is also originated in Gujarat only. Script writer have said that Bhavai is emotion oriented drama in which there is a lots of emotions, lots of characters are performed with very depth which can bring even a tears in the observer or a audience. It is special dramatic art that started 700 years ago by Aset Thakur. Right? So who was the beginner of the Bhavai? So Aset Thakur, a question for objective. This art, which has been providing public education along with entertainment at the economical rate, promoting during the Solanki era. These art got very much good fame at the time of Solanki era, in which the public will be educated about the social issues in an entertained way and at a very economical rate. Okay, even today there are lots of famous group who performs the Bhavai. It was chiefly performed without the curtains, with lights, humor and with the music playing on the trumpet. So basic arrangements are only required to arrange the Bhavai performance. Character disguised in a form of Ramdev, Chanda Julan, Kajoda are the main features of the Bhavai. You might have heard about the Rama Mandal, that is also a part of Bhavai only. Theme of Bhavai includes the protest against the social issue also. So once at one part they entertains the people, एक साइड वो लोगों को entertain भी करवाते हैं, at the same time social points को entertainment के form में present करके वो लोगों को अच्छे message भी provide करते हैं. The characters like Rangla, Rangli are used to promote the program like a girl's education, save the girl child. Those who perform this Bhavai play trumpet and pray to the goddesses by reciting hymns. Okay, these are the basic traditions. Now moving folk dance of Gujarat. Now Gujarat is also a big state and having a people of a different culture and religion also, and at the same time it is also having a very unique combinations of different regional dance form. So let's discuss about them. There are varied dance form belonging to the different communities of Gujarat who are residing on land of Gujarat since the very olden time, and that includes the tribal and the folk dances, Garba, Ras and many more. Such art of dance can be seen at the time of festival, marriages and fair. As we are Gujaratis, and we like Garba, and in order to play Garba, we don't need any occasion. We just need enthusiasm, and a particular moment can be cheered up by playing a superb rounds of Garba. So these different dance are performed on a different festivals or a marriage ceremonies or at the time of fairs. First of all, tribal dance. As the name itself indicates, the dance belongs to the tribal people, those who are living in a tribal or a remote areas. Tribal dance of Gujarat is seen at the time of festival, marriages, fair to please the god and goddesses. Most of the dances are performed by forming the circle along with the various traditional musical instruments like drum, traditional manjira, thali, dholak with the songs in a regional languages. As all the different religion or a people living in a different region having their own languages, so they perform different tribal dance with the help of these basic instruments like manjira, drum, dholak in their own languages. At the end, they perform this dance to worship the god and goddesses. In the dance form known as Chodo, character imitate different birds, creatures like a peacock, squirrel or a sparrow. These are the different dance forms. Dance like Malino Chado, Thakaryo Chalo are seen in Dang region of Surat, whereas the Tipani dance of laborer, that is a Shramhari, performed by the Bhil and the Koli community, dancer perform dance in a group on the set of thick stick which are joined with a small stick stuck to the ground. These are the different traditional dance so are performed in a specific region. You sometime may be aware or may not be aware about this, and that's why the knowledge is shared here. Garba. As the name blinks in our ears, it brings energy and joy into the entire body. So Garba, the word Garba is derived from the word Garbdeep. That means आपने नवरात्रि में जो मिट्टी का गरबा होता है वो देखा ही होगा. उसके अंदर दीप मतलब एक दिया रखा जाता है ना, and it is kept inside and that's why it is called garb. Earthen lamp, that means दिया, is placed in a old earthen pot. मतलब वो जो मिट्टी का गरबा होता है वो. Dancer keep it on their head and move around in a circle. Garbas are performed during the Navaratri festival and that comes on a Hindu month आसो सुद एकम से लेकर आसो सुद नौम or sometime even the Dashera, or in many area the people play Garba till Sharad Purnima. Gujarati people specially perform and sing Garba to worship and pray Adya Shakti Ma Jagadamba. Right? Durga Ma also it is named. So people at the time of Navratri for whole 9 to 10 days worship the Adya Shakti Ma Jagdamba by singing the different Garbas. Generally it is performed in the open ground encircling to the Mandvi kept in the center of the ground along with the strokes of hand and beats of the drum. These all you have practiced and you are practicing since years, है ना. जब से आप बच्चे थे तब से आप गुजरात में ही रह रहे हो अगर तो आप ये नवरात्रि सेलिब्रेशन के बारे में भली भांति जानते हो. Normally the Mandvi, that is a setup in which we keep the frame of a Adya Shakti Jagdamba and then it is decorated with the lights and all and we encircle the area by playing the Garba with our stroke of hands and beat of a drums or a music. Nowadays that is replaced with the DJ. Gujarati poetry known as Garba and Garbi are chiefly associated with the Krishna Bhakti. Gujarati poet Dayaram wrote the poem in Gujarati which made ladies sings and the colorful and emotional Garbi for Lord Krishna's love. Yes, even the Narsi Mehta also has written many poems in which he is worshipping Lord Krishna. नरसिंह मेहता ने, दयाराम साहनी ने, इन सभी ने ऐसी पोएम लिखी है जिसमें इवन दो दे आर मेल, वो एक मेल है, वो एक पुरुष है, फिर भी अपने आप को एक फीमेल कैरेक्टर के रूप में शो कर रहे हैं. दैट मीन्स एक गोपी के रूप में परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं एंड दे आर वर्शिपिंग द लॉर्ड कृष्णा in order to show their love and affection towards him. Ras, right? Actually it is related with the Ras Leela of Lord Krishna which he has given in a Vrindavan. Ras is a dance to be performed in a circle along with the singing like same we do in a Navratri. This story is that the Lord Krishna had shown Ras Leela to the devotee, that means Bhakt Narsi Mehta. Ras is mostly performed in Gujarat during the Navratri or in a Janmashtami festival also and even also on a different festival occasions too. Dandiya Ras is one of its type in which people holds the stick which is called Dandiya in a regional language. But some people perform Ras by placing earthen pot on the head also, right, as given here in a image, and the people male are holding Dandiya in their hand and playing Garba. Due to increasing influence of the Vaishnav sect, Ras has become the more popular in the different region of Gujarat. Women wear traditional dresses like embroidery chaniya choli. Men wear embroidered kedia, dhoti when they perform the Ras and which is getting momentum even nowadays during the Navratri in a young generation too. Gof Guthan dance. Now these are the different regional dance and are performed in a different particular region. It is performed on the drum beats and tal and laya of a music. The people will give the steps according to the tal or the music given at the backside with the help of drum beats. Tying rope with the mandapa as given in the image, the sticks are arranged in such a way that all the people, those who are standing in around, is having a one rope in their hand. So with their performance, the rope will get rotated with each other. रोप एक दूसरे में गुथती जाएगी, वो एक दूसरे में समेटी जाएगी, एंड अगेन विद द परफॉर्मेंस इट विल गेट ओपन, और फिर से वो खोल दी जाएगी. एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ गोफ गुथन डांस. कि डांस करते करते वो जो रोप है उसको वो क्या करते थे है, समेट लेते हैं. दैट मीन्स गुथन. दे परफॉर्म डांस इन अ ग्रुप होल्डिंग द रोप इन वन हैंड एंड डांडिया इन द अदर. They make the creeper like a formation, going one inside and other coming outside, and that will result into guthon of that rope. This is repeatedly done, forming a circle. This way they make and open the guthon, that is a plate. इसी तरह से वो अपने rope को plate और unplate करते रहते हैं, and that's why it is called as a gof guthon dance. The question can be asked in exam for somewhat around 2 marks, so you can write all these points. Dhamal dance of Siddhi, right? As Siddhis are actually the people, those who are living in a Jambur village, which is in the center of Gir forest. These people actually belongs to the Africa, and they got settled for permanently in India, and majority of their population are found in a Jambur village, which is near at the Gir. So when these people perform dance, that is called as a Siddhi dance or a Dhamal dance, because it brings lots of energy and enthusiasm. They perform dance rhythmically, striking the mashira, that means coconut shell, curtaining the earthen lamp inside and covered with the cloth, wearing the peacock feathers and holding the small drum in the hand, forming a circle. That is given here in a image at the right side. Right, the person is holding the drum and they are wearing the feathers of a peacock on their head, and with the beat of the drum पे वो beat बजाते जाते हैं और अपने सर्कल में डांस को फुल ऑफ एनर्जी के साथ परफॉर्म करते जाते हैं. They dance with the high and low pitch intonation of ho, 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 ho sound, which echoes in the whole forest, and that brings lots of energy and makes the environment very live. They dance in a group, imitating the voice of different animals and the birds. Why? As they are living in most of the nearby tribal area or a forest area, these are the way to show their love and affections toward the nature. Merayo dance, Padhar dance, Koli dance and Mer dance. This type of dance is seen in near the stepwell of Banaskantha region. Toron is woven with the tall grass of reed and junjadi and performed in a group. This dance is performed on the drum beat and sword tricks. Type of dance is called the Merayo dance. Here, the Surendranagar region, the people of Padhar community dance with the tal and lai of a dandiya and manjira. While dancing, they generate scenes like sea waves or like a ship moving on the sea waves. So while performing the particular Padhar dance, the performers create such a scene कि उसमें हमें ऐसा लगेगा कि sea waves बन रहे हैं, या तो कोई ship sea में थोड़ा shake होते होते आगे बढ़ रहा है. And they perform this dance on a dandiya beats and a manjira beats. Koli dance, right? The Kolis are the people, those who live in a coastal area of a Saurashtra region. They perform this dance, which is called as a Koli dance, holding the madreso on the head and headgear turban decorated with the embroidery and the mirrors tied with green colored embroidered belt. है ना? You can see the colorful dressings. They wear the braid on their waist to perform the dance too. Similarly, the Mer dance of Saurashtra region and other dance of the Bharwad community are also very well known. The Mer dance shows the great courage of the Maldhari community, in which they perform this dance sometime with the stake, swords and shields too. As we discussed in a previous chapter, here also, see in this entire chapter we have discussed about different arts, different fine arts, music, है ना? And even the previous chapters we discussed that here also the India is having a unique culture, है ना? And which is assimilating the entire universe. Because of these tribal dance or a different art forms of handicrafts, home artistry, painting, dancing, the different fine arts, the rich and varied heritage of India has given a good permanent impression of the India on the entire globe or entire world, and the people show good keen interest in order to understand this varied and depth Indian cultural heritage. At the same time, it is also our duty as a modern generation to preserve these different art forms, to preserve different handicrafts by getting indulged into a different works and try to pass out this knowledge to upcoming generation, so this heritage will survive for a longer period of time. It is our the prime most duty. So keep on revising and learning, do maximum written practice, stay safe, stay home. Take care.